to paper boats.
Good afternoon, everybody. Unmute myself. Welcome to You've Got This. Today on the show, I've got a lovely Leanne to interview. We're going to start first up by listening to her play a song called Chill, one of my favourites, but they all are. So take it away. Thanks, Leanne. Hi.
Thank you. I want to chill, 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 chill out. I want to chill, 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 chill out. Done most things and nothing, living in a distant cloud. I need to cool down. I need to cool down. The weather's just the weather. Oh, the weather's just the weather. Rain or drought, I'll hold my ground. Da 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 da. Turn down the TV, turn down. Turn down the TV, turn down the TV, turn down the TV, turn down. Listen out for the silence, in silence everything abounds. Listen out for the silence, in silence everything abounds. That's right. Listen out for the silence, in silence everything abounds.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. That was great.
Thank you, Carla. That was good.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling a little nervous, but I think it'll be okay. I felt better after singing this song. A little calmer.
Got this. It'll be fine. You got it. I was wondering if you'd like to tell me a little bit about your background, musical, mental health, that sort of thing, family.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I grew up. I was born in Malaysia. Grew up in Malaysia, into a very large family of 14 children, and I am the youngest. I'm number 14, and it's a fairly stable family, fairly musical family. But I think looking back, as the youngest, there was a 6 year age gap between me, number 14, and number 13, my sister. Whereas the rest of them, they were quite close in age, 1-2 years. So they all grew up together and experienced the same things. But I just felt a bit out of things, as a child. I remember that feeling, and I think that feeling has it's been with me, just feeling a bit isolated, not part of something that stayed with me. But in terms of music, it was good. I was exposed to the music of the 60s and the 50s because that was what my siblings listened to. And I grew up in the 70s. So, Carole King and James Taylor and Simon and Garfunkel and things like that. And I picked up the ukulele and the guitar in my teens, because I just did what my eldest siblings did. But there was a 30-year gap in which I was just pursuing my career and just busy with life, and didn't touch music at all until just about 3 years later. But I think the issues, the anxieties stayed, and I think at 30, I should mention this. When I turned 30 on my birthday, this sense of my mortality, it just hit me very hard. Hit me hard. I don't know why, that I was going to die one day. Again, these are things that are always at the back of my mind, and they have surfaced, upon retirement, and I feel that it's a good time. I've got all my responsibilities behind me now, work, and it's a good time for me to try and sort things out with myself. And coming upon the choir and Wild at Heart, they were just the best things, I think, that happened to me, to take that path of music. So it's a very new path. It's still just about 3 years, but I feel it's been really a wonderful time meeting people at Wild at Heart, and sharing that same love of music, sharing the same kind of power that music brings to our lives. So it's been really very good. Yeah.
Yeah, and yours is powerful music. It's just stunning, actually. I find every song, I think, is my favourite. So I'll
Thank
make
you.
that an album.
I should say it makes a lot of difference when I get feedback and I know that people like my music. It makes a lot of difference. It's quite different. I should just make the comparison with visual art, because that was what I was dabbling with for quite a long while, 20 years or so. And with visual art, it's silent. It's a silent medium, and it's not moving. So it's much harder to engage people with that. But with music is very interactive. You play and it can move people, more. So I find that because of that, it's been wonderful for me to feel that other people are listening and liking the music. Yeah.
Indeed, and it is a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you were teaching, what were
Yeah.
you teaching?
I was teaching English language and English literature in Singapore and in Brunei, which is in the island of Borneo. Yeah, that was for about 35 years or so, on and off, because in the middle of my teaching career, I became very unhappy and I resigned and I went off to do art. I went to art school and studied art. And after I left, I went back to teaching, but as a private tutor. I didn't go back to mainstream teaching. So I had two career paths. I was giving tuition, and that was where the money came from. And I was practicing as an artist, and I had some solo exhibitions in Melbourne, and I sold some work too. So it was like that double path.
Yeah, and I saw a picture that you drew. My goodness, was it's Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It was
Oh,
just amazing. Really, you're a very arty person, very creative.
that's also from my family, you know. That's I come from three of my sisters were art teachers, and one is an architect. So again, it's a family environment.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a pretty good one.
Mm,
And so we were in choir together a few years back,
yeah, yeah.
and I know how I got to Wild at Heart, but how did you find out about Wild at Heart?
Well, you were there in the choir, and I knew you were learning songwriting, and because you sang us a wonderful song in the choir, and there was another, Chris was there too. So I knew, oh, this Wednesday songwriting. So when I wanted to learn singing, I couldn't find anything close to singing. I wanted to find a place where I could learn. And then I remembered Carla and Chris. And I said, okay, maybe that's as close to singing as I can get. So I looked up and found out, okay, that's in Wednesday, so that's in Saul Green. So I just turned up fairly open-minded. And I met B there, whom I had met earlier at Raw Stage. Is that Raw Stage?
Yeah, Ross.
Yeah, Raw Stage open mic.
Mm.
So that was good to see her. And of course, she just came up and she was my mentor, and it was a very interesting experience. It was I was amazed to find so much talent, and people who were so knowledgeable in music, the mentors, and so skilled. I was just like really amazed and just didn't turn back. No, from that time it was, yes, I want to be here. I just want to learn about songwriting from all these people, and I want to absorb as much as I could because it was really fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty special.
it
So,
was.
the first time you walked into the doors of Soul Green, how were you feeling?
Um, just felt a bit strange, of course. I mean, I was glad B was there. Otherwise, I wouldn't know anybody, you know. Uh, I mean, it was still, yeah, it was strange, but B gave me a task, you know, as a mentor. She said, write down what you want to write about in songwriting, write down what's important to you, and you know, I wrote it down, and I want to chill. I didn't use chill then. I said I wanted to calm down. I wanted to relax very much, and that was the basis for the song that I sang. I want to cool down. I really needed to cool down, and I really needed to chill. I needed to really come to terms, you know, with all those anxieties, and I found the right place. You know, I found the right place, and song was music medium was just was such a good form, a good medium for me, a good channel for me to express these things that are very close to my heart, you know.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. And so, I'm going to ask you if you'd like to play another song for us. But before you do, that's my asking, would you just tell us a little bit about your songwriting process apart from just writing things down? Do you come up with the melody first or the lyrics, or it just happens together? Or
It's usually I think I've written just only 6 songs. It starts usually with, I mean, I've got the ideas, you know. They're not lyrics, but I've written them down, you know, as lines, so they're there. Um, but I struggled a little bit more to on the music side. But learning about chord progressions and all these workshops really helped because they provided a chord progression, you know, was the starting point for the song Premonition, so it's I feel that I'm more comfortable with the lyrics side. That's I have it, but to put them into music is still a learning process. I just take whatever comes, whatever strikes me, I just grab because it's new. Everything is new. I'm just willing to try it.
Yeah, and it's worth trying. So, are you going to sing, or are we going to play your Premonition, or would you like to sing Home? What would you like to do first?
Maybe a premonition would be great if there's a video of it, and I've put some pictures which really illustrate how I feel about the song, the spirit of the song. So it would be great to have that video played. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. Here we go with Premonition by Leanne.
Two paper boats from distant streams fell in love. Two paper boats resting on dreams fell in love. And then they kissed, never-ending kiss, blessed from above. But premonition whispered, you were never meant to be, never, never meant to be. No, no. One paper boat caught in a storm had enough, and in his heart restlessness grew. It was rough. Then she recalled long time ago words so wise, and premonition whispered, you were never to be, never, never meant to be. No, no. And premonition whispered, you were never meant to be, never, never meant to be. Never, never meant to be, 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 never, 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 never meant to be, never, 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 never meant to be. So goodbye, goodbye, my precious first love. May you be well and happy too. Goodbye, goodbye, my precious first love. May you be well and happy too. May you be well and happy too.
Oh, that was beautiful. I love that song. It's another favourite.
Thank you, Carla.
So is that your story? Is that what happened for you?
Oh, yeah, it was based on a first time romance very, 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 very long time ago. And something again which is always at the back of my mind. And I think the main thing about the song is the strong inner voice that told me right from the start of the relationship that it's not going to work, but
Mm-hmm.
like we're not really meant for each other. I knew that from the start, but you just go along with things because it was good. But that it remains true to me. This premonition, it's true. It's about that, the song, but I think it's also about my being able to I guess really let go and say to him, may you be well and happy, and truly mean it. But it took a long time to get there, I must say. So it took a very long time. So it's only the last 3 years or so when I'm on this, path where I can uh, have more time, to think about all these issues that you know, it's come about. So this song has been also a bit a kind of a release, a kind of a letting go and saying, yeah, good on you. May you be happy. I wish you well. Yeah.
And so how long have you been at Coming to World at Heart? I can't actually remember.
Yeah, it's just been a year. I joined in October last year, but it seems like so many things have happened.
Yeah,
It seems like
yeah.
longer.
And you've written 5 songs, is it?
I've written 6 songs.
6.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
It's yeah, pretty amazing stuff in 1 year. What one can achieve when you don't even realise that that's what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, when you were talking earlier about loneliness and a bit of depression, anxiety, how has Wild at Heart changed that in any way, or?
Mm. Well, it's given me that it's an opportunity. I'm in a place where first there's the opportunity to express myself through song, through songwriting. No, that's number one. And number two, it's a very stimulating, creative musical environment. I'm not short of that. I know I'm so well fed every workshop at Well at Heart. So it's provided me with there's a lot of input, through the mentors, through the workshops, through the performances by participants, which I find so stimulating, when they perform like you. Um, it's alive. So, yeah, I'm getting a bit emotional talking about that. But yeah, so it's something living. I must say the music is living, so it keeps me coming back because it's dynamic. So yeah, it's been good. I better get a
Yeah.
tissue. Ooh.
I'll pass you on. Here we go. Have another.
Thank you.
Great. You're all right
Yes, I'm fine. No,
with
it's
us?
good. I'm just very thankful for Wild at Heart.
Yeah. Me too. So what do you want to happen with your music? Do you want to make it
Oh.
happen? What do you want people to feel, or where do you want to go with your?
Oh, that's a good question. Some people have suggested I do an EP or what, but I don't know about that because I'm still very new in the songwriting journey. Um, So I guess I need to find out more about what that entails. I don't really know what it means to, to record your songs, apart from the first song, which was done with Wild at Heart last year, studio recording. But apart from that, I have no idea what it means to get your song released, in terms of people listening, I just, people can react in so many different ways to music. So there's no one way, but if they get any enjoyment, or if it hits a little deeper, that's really wonderful. But I guess the first thing is, to me, is that I'm able to find a channel to express something deep, and if that reaches another soul, that's wonderful. It's what I have been gaining from Wild at Heart, people's songs coming into me. So I hope the same thing will happen with me to other people.
I am sure it will. Definitely. What else? I just want to hear more music.
Okay, maybe I'll just end this with my current song called Home Song. Again, it's taken from the same idea, about coming home to yourself, about finding a resting place within yourself, about having a positive relationship with yourself, because I think it's all there. I think we have it inside. Sometimes we're just too busy to listen. So this song is about that. I'm going to take out the music and I'll play it now.
Beautiful. Thank you, Leanne. And this is Home, everybody. Home by Lyrical Leanne.
Sorry, it's called Home Song. I didn't give you the right title.
I'm
Home Song.
Sorry.
No, not at all. My fault. Home Song. Okay.
Take it away.
Thank you. I give my all to you. Please say you love me too. But everybody has their own agenda. I'm such a fool, my feelings to surrender. A voice said, coming out of the rain, come home and close your umbrella. Home, 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 home. The 7 seas I roam, and all the time I'm home. Home, 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 I'm home. Everybody's got an opinion, the wise man and the fool. 500 voices, twice as many notions. I just can't hear myself in this commotion. At dawn the bluebird sings, come home to the quiet of your garden. There's a well, come under its spell. Let your shovel dig deep, doctor, heal yourself. I'm 70 years old. I still remember when I was 7. Is the old man and the child the same person? Or a day by day, a year by year creation? Look in your bathroom mirror and you'll be certain there's a well, your shovel, dig deep. Doctor, heal yourself. Home, home, home. Home, home, home. The 7 seas I've roamed, yet all the time I'm home. Home, 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 I'm home. Home, 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 I'm home.
Woo! I love it. You make me cry. I love yeah, I love your music, Leanne. It's something special. And I
Thank you.
love the fact that you're part of
Thank you,
Wild
Carla.
Hearts family. It's such a great community. And I'd like to thank you very much for chatting with me today. And I feel like I've got to know you just that little bit better. And yeah, can't wait to collaborate with you someday, hopefully.
I look forward to that. Thank you, Carla, for your questions, for your interview. And now I'll have the privilege of asking you some questions as well. I'm very glad to be able to have this time with you, Carla, and to hear your story. So perhaps you can start by telling us about yourself and where you came from, and whether the mental health issues, how far they went back. If you could, we'd love to know.
Sure. I'm just taking a sip of water. So
That's good. I'm gonna have one too.
yes, as a young girl, I suffered was subjected to a lot of abuse from my father. It led me to leave home very early, but while I was still at home, I learnt classical piano. My dad was a singer in a band. That's how my mum and dad met. The Continentals was the name of the band. So that part of me, the singing part, definitely comes from my dad, because my mum was tone deaf. Shocking. Like, we'd get out of the car when she started singing. So I guess I had a lot of trauma, a lot of death around me at a very young age, and a lot of abuse. And yeah, it left me very lonely. I was always told that I was stupid if I asked a question in school. So it, it left me with bugger all self-esteem, really. And look, so I had very, very deep depression. I can still go there sometimes, but I really found something special in the music. Anxiety, really bad panic attacks trying to leave the home, always late because of it. Yeah, just so many things that, look, it's a lifetime of a journey of trying to find myself, because I lost myself. When I ran away from home, I was 13 and a half. And I ended up travelling to Sydney on the bus with my kitten, and got some accommodation with much older people than myself, which is where I saw some things that a young girl shouldn't see at all. Which then led me into taking drugs myself. So then, after having a few years where I didn't do any schooling, I decided that I would go, sorry, excuse me, sorry.
Okay, no worries.
My apologies.
That's all right. No worries. No problem.
Lots of noise going around here
That's
at the moment.
It's fine.
Thanks. So where was I? Yeah, I did many years of counselling. Actually, I still see a counsellor, and I got off the drugs and went back to school in 1988 to do year 11 because I thought I better get some sort of qualification behind me. And just that was amazing. That was just totally different from a private school to a public school. And I did really well there. And later on in life, I was diagnosed with ADHD and dyslexia. And that sort of was a really good turning point for me because, you know, I felt and was called stupid putting my hand up if I didn't understand the way that the question was worded at school. So I had a lot of weight on my shoulders with just being misunderstood, I think, a lot of the time. So I still have my panic attacks before I leave home, and it's really hard to kick me out the door, basically. Yeah, so there are still underlying issues. I had a couple of really major accidents back in 2004 and 2016, which left me with serious injuries to my body and really traumatic memories of those accidents. So I've had, yeah, a lot of trauma, a lot of death. I've lost a couple of my best friends, one at really way too young age, and a couple of years ago, my best friend, who was 94 when she died, Thelma. So it's there's been a lot more, and you know, there's been a lot of bad relationships. It's been a lot of work to not parent the way that my parents did in the not so good side of parenting. So yeah, that's a bit about me.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you for sharing your story. It's very precious. Would you like to share a particular song with us at this stage?
Yeah, I can do that. I might play Here I Am, which is a song that came about. My mentor asked me a little bit about my story, and the common theme in that was my dad. So after 4 sessions of bawling my eyes out and not getting anything down on paper, I finally was able to write this song. So it took a long time for me to be able to sing it. But I'll give it a go. Hopefully everything's queued up down here. So
Thank you. Looking forward to it, Carla.
thank you. Here I am. On your deathbed, I pray, standing over you. You're a tough old bastard. You can beat the odds and stay alive tonight. Tomorrow I will bring your grandson in to meet you once again. As far back as I can remember, just a little girl, and I was never good enough, so I went out into this big world alone. War, it's bruised my heart my body and my mind. Still I miss you, I love you. And how it moves my heart, my body and my soul. Still I miss you, Dad, I love you. Now I see there was so much care in your eyes, and I understand now you're gone. Your anger was love in disguise. Well, I'm older now when I see the common ground. We share the same earth. You're just a lost child, and our souls were intertwined from the start. Always bruised my heart, my body and my mind. Still I miss you, I love you. And how it moves my heart, my body and my soul. Still I miss you, Dad, I love you. Oh, always bruised my heart, my body and my mind. Still I miss you, I love you. And how it moves my heart, my body and my soul. Still I miss you, Dad, I love you. Always bruised my heart, my body and my mind. Still I miss you, I love you. And how it moves my heart, my body and my soul. Still I miss you, Dad, I love you.
Oh, thank you, Carla. Thank you for sharing that beautiful song. I did well this time. I had a more control over my feelings. But it's a really beautiful song. And would you like to say anything about the song and the process you went
Yeah, sure.
writing the song?
Well, I've got to say, you know, I never ever thought I would write a song about my dad. And I actually never thought that I would heal from the damage that was done to me when I was young. So to be able to talk to my dad, he was actually supposed to die this one night. He was in hospital, and I said to my sister before that, if Dad's ever on his deathbed, you know, give me a call and I'll decide if I want to see him or not. So we had a very distant relationship in the last 10 years before he died. And so that day came, and I went to see him, and I prayed over him, and yeah, just said, you need to stay alive. I'm going to bring your grandson in again. And I guess my son may have been about 7. Was the last time that my father saw him before for the night that he actually survived. So we got a few more years with him, and in that time I was able to actually have a conversation with him and ask him why he thought it was okay to do things that he did to a little girl. And it took him straight into his childhood. And I think it's something he'd never discussed with anyone before. But it gave me a greater understanding that what happened to him is what happened to me. So it was that point I decided that I was definitely going to make sure that was not going to happen to my child. So, you know, and then to come through that after talking to him and spending the last, you know, I think it was 16 hours or something with him on his deathbed, just the healing that's come out of that song. You know, I thought I sort of healed and dealt with things when he passed away, but it's just put a lot of closure to things. And, you know, I guess the message in it is that no matter how badly you're treated, you can come out of it, and there is hope. There's always hope that you don't have to carry around that.
Thank you.
For all your life, and forgiveness is a big part of that.
Thank you, Carla. Oh dear, now I'm going to do it now. Oh, thank you. That is lovely sharing. It's a good message. Thank you so much for that. So that's precious. That's a very precious experience. Would you like to talk about your second song at this stage?
Sure. It's called You Are My Jam, and it's got a totally different feel to it. It's very fun, easy to sing along to, quite catchy. Every time I perform it, it's a bit of a hit. Well, the process was about 2 minutes long. I think it was the first time that I walked into Wild at Heart with my friend, which I've got to say was just like, I was anxious beforehand, you know, had my issues before I left home, picked my girlfriend up, and we, you know, went along, and I was feeling really, really in the stomach, you know, like, well, didn't know what to expect, had no idea it was songwriting. Just, I was told by same person as you, B, for months and months and months, go along to Wild at Heart on a Wednesday. You'll find like-minded people. I wanted her to back me up with some open mic stuff, but she was so flat out. She said, look, just try it. You know, it happens every Wednesday at Wild at Heart, and see, you know, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Well, that day, no looking back. It has been such a turning curve in the way that my mental health is, especially my depression, having something to look forward to every week. And the musical side of it, I just never thought that this was what was going to happen for me. I'm a very creative person. I'm an actor. And, you know, I love my arts and crafts and things like yourself. And I wrote a lot. I loved creative writing when I was younger, and I always had a book with me, and I'd just sit and write if I was angry or hurt or whatever. So this song just came about a question that we were asked to ask the person next to us, what made them come alive, you know, what was the thing that we saw in that person, or I saw in that person. Yeah. So I wrote one line, and then my friend wrote a line, and then, before we knew it, we had this great song. So I dedicate it to her. She doesn't come to Wild at Heart anymore. She's got some family commitments. But yeah, it was like literally 2 minutes. I was writing the last verse while we were trying to figure out the melody. So very quick.
That's a fantastic song. You know, it always gets you moving. So are we going to be able to have a listen?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. You look so sexy, you look so alive. Your voice, it commands me. Come on, honey, let's jive. I said, look at that ass. A hot diggity damn. Throw me the guitar lover. You know you are my jam. You make me wanna jam. 'Cause baby, you're my jam. Strawberries and cream. 'Cause girl, you are my dream. You make me wanna jam. 'Cause baby, you're my jam. Strawberries and cream. 'Cause girl, you are my dream. Come true, ho. Da 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 ba la 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 da da ba ba ba. 'Cause baby, when I'm with you, the skies are always blue. The grass is greener. 'Cause girl, you are my dream. Baby, you're my dream. And when we're cruising in my car, it doesn't matter how far. You know I wanna get high. 'Cause baby, you're my supply. You make me wanna jam. 'Cause baby, you're my jam. Strawberries and cream. 'Cause girl, you are my dream. You make me wanna jam. 'Cause baby, you're my jam. Strawberries and cream. 'Cause girl, you are my dream. Let's take it down on my dream. It's gonna take it down real slow and real low. Yeah. Caressing my woman, arms and bodies entwined. Our rhythm is synchronized. Love is heartbeat so divine. Yeah. Yeah, where did you go?
Oh, that's really fabulous. Fabulous. It always gets people moving. That's a terrific song, Carla. Thank you so much. It's really wonderful.
Welcome.
And now I think it's time for you to share some awesome news with us.
Yes, yesterday. Wow, this is like something very big. Apart from having 2 songs played on the radio, wow, for the first time, that was exciting.
Fantastic, yeah.
I have a new release. I'm actually releasing a song.
Fantastic.
It's called River of Denial, and it's about something a lot of people can probably relate to. Circular relationships that are really toxic, and I've had many of them. So yeah, it's basically just that. It's just about toxic relationships, and the person that you meet at the beginning doesn't always turn out to be that person at the end. So yeah, I think we've got it queued up to play if you're wanting to hear it.
Sure. Congratulations, Carla. Here we go.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
I've been doing all these crazy things. been doing all these crazy things for you. All you do is fucking put me down. You think I'm stupid with your broken promises. Why would you do this? Who have you become? Go round and round and round, playing games, cycle continues. We're diving down and down, it's all the same, we've hit repeat again. It's toxic. I'll ask you once again, refrain, refrain, stop making shit up, it's fucking twisting my brain. You're irrational, you show no self-control, your words are irreversible, doesn't it embarrass you? We go round and round and round, playing games, cycle continues. We're diving down and down, it's all the same, we hit repeat again. We're toxic. Here we go again. I'm not your cash cow, your keeper, your mother. You need to leave now. No money, no love. Well, I picked you up. Now I watch you falling back down into bitterness. Accusations, expectations, manipulations of the situation. We were living, treading water, now we're drowning in the river of denial. We go round and round and round, playing games, cycle continues. We're diving down and down, it's all the same, we hit repeat again. We're toxic. We go round and round and round, playing games, the cycle continues. We're diving down and down, but it's all the same, we hit repeat again. We're toxic.
Wow. Thank you. That was fabulous. That was really fabulous, Carla. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you. I just wanted to say a quick thing about that. My mentor, Kate Alexander, has just taught me so much about tech that I would never have even thought about learning about. And I collaborated on that song with Katrina Breen, who's playing the beautiful violin that I think makes the song.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It was a lovely song, and I should so it's not too late as in my job as an interviewer to have indicated the little language warning for that song, but it all went well. It was such a lovely song, and you have such a fantastic voice, Carla. It's really beautiful. So thank you so much for this time, Carla, and for your beautiful music, and congratulations on your new album. I'm really pleased, and I wish you all the very, very best of luck in your musical journey.
Thank you, gorgeous Leanne. Right back at you. And all the best to you.
Thank you.
And let's stay unmuted. Ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You look so sexy. You look so alive. Your voice, it commands me. Come on, honey, let's jive.